Hello friends and welcome. It's always fun and I hope also helpful and interesting to you to look back on the previous year's high-end and drugstore beauty and makeup launches in order to shine a spotlight on the products that were the real standouts for those of us who are over 50. And I always like to not only include products that were launched in the past year, but also those products that were introduced earlier, but which were new to me this past year. In February, I'll be sharing with you my most highly recommended 2022 skincare and makeup products, but today I thought we could have some fun by talking about the 2022 winners that I've picked in some very different and sometimes quite unusual makeup and beauty categories, and these are all of my own choosing. But first, let me extend a warm welcome to those of you who might be stopping by this channel for the very first time. My name is Elise, and as a professional working makeup artist whose absolute passion is helping those of us over 50 look our best, I love sharing makeup tips, techniques, and products that will work for us at this stage of our lives. And along the way, we also sometimes toss in some fashion and wellness information. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if so, please hit that subscribe button before you leave today. And if you're already part of our family here, I'm really delighted that you're back with us for today's video. So let's dive into some of my somewhat different and quite unusual 2022 Makeup and Beauty Awards. Now, I must say that these are just my personal opinions, and you may have totally different answers for these categories, but I do hope that this will be part of the fun of this whole adventure today. And if you do have some products or brands that you'd like to nominate as winners in any of these categories, please share your picks in the comments section below. I would love to hear them. I have 15 categories, and the first category is the brand with the most new product launches in 2022. And the winner in this category will probably come as absolutely no surprise to many of you. It's Colourpop. I just did a quick count of just the collaborations that they've done this year with other brands and influencers. And these collaborations range from eyeshadow palettes to full collections of makeup products, with such franchises as Star Wars, Harry Potter, Winnie the Pooh, High School Musical, and Disney princesses. And these are just a few of their 17 different collaborations. Currently on their website, they have 162 different eyeshadow palettes. Now, these certainly aren't all from this year, but many of them did launch this year. And one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes from earlier in the year is on sale, which probably means that it won't be around for much longer. It's the In the Springs palette. And of course, Colourpop not only has eyeshadow palettes, but every other category of makeup as well, plus skincare and body products. The number of products on their website is absolutely mind-boggling. The second category for our awards is Most Beautiful Packaging for High-End Products, and I have to give this one to the clean beauty brand Merit. Just look at this lipstick and mascara. These are really stunning. And my third award is for the Most Beautiful Packaging for Drugstore Price Products, and this award goes to Colourpop. Let's take a look at just a few of their eyeshadow palettes from this past year, which have gorgeous packaging. First, Snow Queen, and then Aurora Struck. And I also want to show you this one, which I think is also gorgeous, although I have to confess, I'm not sure if this one was from this past year or the previous year. This next award is for the most unusual collaboration that's occurred in the makeup world. And the award goes to the collaborations with gamers, games, or the use of gaming terms for product releases. Now, it's not often that you hear the words beauty and gaming in the same sentence, since the gaming world is usually associated with teenagers shouting into headsets. But gaming has become more mainstream, and many beauty companies have jumped on board, including, if you can believe it, Charlotte Tilbury, Givenchy, and Gucci. Now, I know absolutely nothing about the topic of gaming and gamers, but e.l.f. Cosmetics came out with a collaboration called Game Up, which is apparently a term used by gamers. Other brands which have done collaborations with gamers and games include NYX, Glam Glow, and MAC Cosmetics. The next award is a very positive category, and I think the company I'm going to mention as the winner in this category really deserves to be recognized. It's an award for a drugstore brand that provides the most helpful information on their website that really enables each of us to choose the right shade of concealer or foundation. And boy, do we ever know that finding the right shade of a concealer or foundation is definitely a challenge. And the winner is e.l.f. Cosmetics. Let me give you an example of what they've done on their website that really makes the shade selection process so much easier. So if you're trying to decide on the shade of their Hydrating Camo concealer that will work best for your skin tone, you can filter down the options. In the first step, you can choose to look at all of the colors, or you can choose whether your skin shade is fair, light, medium, tan, deep, or rich. Then you can filter down further by the undertone of your skin by selecting either cool, neutral, or warm. For instance, I picked light for my first answer of skin tone and cool for my undertone. And the shade that popped up was Fair Rose, which is my perfect match. And the same system is in place for choosing any of their foundations on their website. I love this feature, and I'm sure it helps the company by preventing many returns of their products. And for the life of me, I cannot understand why more brands don't offer this kind of help on their website for choosing the right colors, especially for concealer and foundation. So kudos to e.l.f. The next award is for the best quality of products for the most reasonable price. Now, this was really a tough one because there are several brands that immediately jumped to my mind. So I have to award a three-way tie to Colourpop, juvia'splace, and Flower Beauty. I've only tried eyeshadow palettes from juvia'splace, which are absolutely wonderful. And here's the one I'm wearing today. And here are a couple of their other ones. This is their Zulu palette, and here's their Festival palette. And here's their Warrior palette, which is a beautiful neutral palette. But I've heard others share very positive comments about some of their other makeup products besides palettes. Colourpop's eyeshadow palettes, their Super Shock eyeshadows, as well as their blushes and highlighters are really good as well. Here are two of their Super Shock eyeshadows, and here's one of their Super Shock highlighters. And I'm also trying and loving more and more Flower Beauty products. Their blush is one of my absolute favorites, and one of my next purchases is going to be their liquid highlighter. And here is one of their amazing blushes in the color Bubbly. These are great gel blushes. This next category is one I almost didn't include because I really prefer to give out positive awards, but this is the award for the most disappointing product that I tried in 2022. And wow, this is so hard to say because I absolutely loved another product from this particular makeup artist. It's Patrick Ta's Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo. This product was out of stock for months at Sephora and on his website, and when I finally did get it and try it, I was frankly a bit underwhelmed. Now, you may have had a very different experience with this product than I've had, but I found that the cream didn't apply very easily, and the powder or bronzer just didn't add that much to the look. I have several other cream contouring products that I reach for regularly, so I'm afraid this one is going to be gathering a bit of dust on my shelves. It's also fun to see new and innovative product packaging, and some of it can be absolutely beautiful, such as with the Merit and Colourpop products that I showed earlier. But I found the packaging of these two products to be just plain difficult and frustrating to open, which means I really don't find myself reaching for these products all that often. So the award for the most difficult to open product is a tie between Patrick Ta's Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer, which I just showed, and Fenty Beauty's Icon Semi-Matte Refillable Lipstick. But let me show you the difficulty in opening these products. So with this Patrick Ta product, you really have to put your fingernail underneath it to try and open the edge to get it to flip open. So this is where you have to place a nail. And then you push up to open it. And this is the Fenty Beauty lipstick. Now you'd think the case would just come off like in most bullet lipsticks, but it's not the case. So you have to twist this bottom around, and as you can see, this pops out, and then you turn the lipstick around, and then twist it to pull out the bottom. The next award, which I think is number 9, is for the most over-the-top product name. And I never had any doubt whatsoever about what would be the winner in this category. It's Maybelline's Brow Gel, which they've named Maybelline Brow Fast Sculpt Eyebrow Gel Mascara Makeup. All I'm going to say about this product name is why. But this is really an excellent product. Award number 10 is for my favorite rediscovered makeup product of 2022. And I rediscovered these 2 makeup products when I was putting together a video recently about some really good and amazingly affordable drugstore products. And that video will be coming up in February. The first product is e.l.f.'s Instant Lift Eyebrow Pencil, which costs $3 and goes on easier and more quickly than many of my other eyebrow products. As you can see, it has the eyebrow product on one end and the spoolie on the other end. And as you can see, the product is a little bit thicker, which means it applies more product, which means you can complete your eyebrow application more quickly. And the other product is e.l.f.'s Bite Size Eyeshadow Quads, which are also only $3 each. And these are some of my favorites. Oh my gosh, these little beauties have great pigment, and more importantly, they blend onto the eye beautifully and blend in beautifully to each other. They are absolute gems for the price. The next award is for the makeup tool that has made my makeup application easiest this past year, and there is no question that it's my eyebrow stencil. But it's not just any stencil, it's one that is for both brows and has an elastic band on it so it can fit around your head. What's wonderful about this product is that it leaves your hands free, so you're not holding an individual eye stencil up to one eye while trying to apply an eyebrow powder, pencil, or cream to your eyebrow. And an added bonus is that when we use a stencil, our brows will look perfectly even and symmetrical. Award number 12 is for the least talked about, but in my mind, the best blush. And that award goes to British makeup artist Daniel Sandler for his liquid watercolor blush. This blush not only creates the most beautiful soft blush color, but I feel it's the most incredibly natural looking blush I own. And here's what this product looks like. Next comes my award for the makeup product that I've used most often this past year. And it's the product that you've seen me use time and time again in past videos, since I almost always pick it up after I complete my makeup application. It's my Ambient Light Finishing Powder from Hourglass. And fortunately, most of the colors come individually, and some even come in a mini size, which is a far less expensive way to go. Applying this finishing powder at the end of my makeup routine creates a far more flawless look. And this coming year, I'm looking forward to purchasing some Hourglass Ambient Light finishing powders and blushes in a few additional colors. They are an expensive product, but to my mind, they are well worth the price. Award number 14 is for the brands that I had on my wish list the longest, which I just didn't get around to purchasing this year. This coming year, I definitely plan to check out Persona's Blush Sticks and Eyeshadow, Kaleidos Eyeshadow, Odin's Eye Eyeshadow, and Westman Atelier's Bronzer Stick. And today's final award is for the best new makeup brand that I discovered this past year. This brand has given me a great new clean beauty foundation and mascara, and I look forward to trying a few more products from this brand in the coming year. It's the clean beauty brand Doll 10, and 2 of the products that I've loved this year are their Anti-Stress Skin Perfector and their Effort Lash Mascara. And here's their Skin Perfector. Well, that wraps things up for today, and I hope you had some fun watching today's video. And if you did, please click on that thumbs up icon. And I certainly hope you'll share in the comments section below any products that you would nominate as winners in any of these categories. And I'd also love to hear any suggestions you might have for any additional categories that you think should be included in these awards next year. And don't forget to contact me via email if you're interested in learning more about a personalized Zoom makeup consultation, or if you'd like to receive my weekly newsletter. You can reach me at boomerandbeyondbeauty@gmail.com. Until we see each other again, I wish you much good health and happiness and hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. Take care.